Tank Davis. I said Tank Davis making a lot of y'all look crazy. Tank Davis speaks on different rumors that are going around that he's no longer with longtime trainer, father figure, friend Calvin Ford and Coach K, Coach Kenny. Gervonta was asked directly about this, and in this video, I will let you listen to what Gervonta Davis had to say regarding these rumors. My name is Ego. I've been covering boxing over 10 years, and I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. Please subscribe for more boxing. So Tank has an upcoming fight with Lamont Roach, March 1st. A lot of people talking about it. Tank had a video clip that went viral. Looking very sharp. I made a video about it, a YouTube short. Check those on the page. Now, without further ado, let's listen to what Tank Davis had to say regarding these circulating rumors, if you will. Roll the clip.
In DC, they call me Mo. You know what I mean? In DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin. You know what I mean? I got Calvin tatted on me. Calvin ain't going nowhere. Y'all don't even know Calvin for CCO. I know, you know what I mean? Calvin is pops. He ain't going nowhere. I got that tatted on me. This shit for life. Loyalty over everything.
Wow. So that was Gervonta Davis from the horse's mouth. You seen in the comments, people were like, Calvin, what's up with Calvin? I seen it. So again, I tell you guys all the time on my channel, there is a lot of low quality content. Cheap thumbnail designs, audio is bad and degraded quality, the video quality is bad, and most importantly, for you as a boxing fan, the information is bad. Where we live in times of social media, people are rushing videos, trying to put out something quick and be the first, but they don't care if it's accurate, if it's reliable information, and people pitch certain things off to their communities online. And Tank Davis happens to be a face of boxing alongside Canelo. That is exactly what is going on. And it seems to be that the Haniacs, channels and content creators that are Haniacs, also seem to dislike Tank Davis, but those same Haniacs, the Haniac content creators that don't like Tank, seem to try to break news about Tank and talk about Tank. And I tell you guys, in boxing, it's not that hard to decipher. For one, if somebody or something burns you, like if you touch a stove and it burns you, hey, maybe you don't touch that red ring on the stove, is clearly hot. You know, same thing with people. If you go to a content creator and they're consistently feeding you bad information, that should tell you what you need to know about the situation. But an easy way to determine what's kind of real and what isn't real in the world of boxing is if Boxing Ego and Fight Hub and Fight Hype and other like top creators or other websites, you know, Ring TV and all these pages that really just talk boxing or post boxing news, it's impossible for a piece of big news to come out and only one person, only one creator, only one brand, only one entity or two or whatnot, very few people, and not the top, like the people at the top are reporting about it. Because you look at it, when Tank had his hair blown out, everybody was posting it. I seen it. I mean, not even just in boxing, it was transcending boxing, like Academics or No Jumper and World Star, places like that were posting this. So again, if you hear a piece of information, Tank fired his trainers, it's over, he gave him the peace sign. If that's true, then wouldn't everybody be talking about it? And why would Tank be saying, Calvin's my pops? That's pops. Y'all don't know, that's my dude for life. Loyalty over everything. So once again, people try to recite Tank business and end up being insanely wrong. He just told you. He says, Calvin's my pops. He ain't going nowhere. Loyalty over everything. Like, how much clearer could it be? And as far as like the clip that I mentioned earlier where he's in a DC DMV type of fight with Lamont Roach, both from the same region. Tank has worked with Barry Hunter in that gym, the Headbangers, and Boog for many, many years. And if you're a real boxing fan, you'll know that. There was points where Broner was working with them too, and Tank would be there. So if you know the DMV area, this ain't nothing new for Barry Hunter to link with the Lamont Petersons, Anthony Peterson. Broner is a frequent collaborator, and also Tank Davis. So I've already made a video about how Tank looked with the speed, but I seen a lot of people they kind of used the scenario of, I haven't seen Coach Kenny, I haven't seen Calvin Ford, so let me just speculate and make an assumption. And that, you know what they say about an assumption, it makes it out of you and me, right? And now that's exactly what happened, because Tank said Calvin ain't going nowhere. He's in a pre-camp. From what I'm being told, Tank Davis is in a pre-camp. He's always like worked with Barry Hunter and Boog. I have videos of Tank looking super fast with Boog, and this was posted years ago, before he had braids, before the Ryan Garcia fight. So this was nothing new to me, which is why when fans were saying, oh, is he still with Calvin? That's because you guys are listening to speculation, rumors. Again, a lot of low quality content available online. If you choose to believe it without fact checking it and without accredited sources suggesting it, this is where you end up. And that's your fault. At the end of the day, it's your fault, because you are in control of your watch time. If you come to my channel, I strive for accuracy and reliable boxing news and information you could take to the bank. I can't speak for everybody else's mission statement or other brands. So if Ego ain't talking about it, usually there's a reason. There was no reason for me to speculate on Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny because I didn't see him at a press conference, or because Bill Haney did an interview and said that Tank fired Calvin Ford. Bill Haney and Tank aren't friends. So how would he have this information and intel of what's up with Tank and what's going on? That's gossip. That's like chatty patty. We don't go off of that. We have to go off of what it is. And I just showed you in that clip, Tank told you what it is. And to further illustrate the point, this is Barry Hunter 2 years ago talking about Tank.
Nice, man. Like I said, Tank, what can I say about him? He's a special fighter, explosive. And, when you get him, you're going to get some action, man. So I thought it was good for the city. So.
We didn't see them.
So Barry Hunter and Boog been working with Tank. Tank, if you actually knew, instead of people hating on Tank, you would know that coming up, people he worked with and looked up to and sparred and stuff like that were Anthony and Lamont Peterson. So people made a big deal because they seen Tank training in DC doing a pre-camp with Barry Hunter and said he switched trainers. Tank just told you what it is, set the record straight. Pre-camp, Coach Kenny, Calvin Ford, he said they're not going nowhere. He believes in loyalty. And loyalty also lies with Barry Hunter because he's known him for quite some time too. So again, be careful where you get your information. A lot of people and creators were putting out false narratives saying that Tank left Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny in the dust. And what's bad is you have content creators who put out stuff like this, and then people start opining on a fake scenario. Like people say, oh, this fight is done. And then people start breaking down who wins. And What part of the game is that? Who breaks down a fight that's not actually confirmed or starts? People were like, oh, Tank's messed up. He fired Coach Kenny, and you're weighing in on something that's fake news. The game is looking terrible, and I'm blaming y'all, the fans. So that's the latest. Subscribe.